Today we are doing a massive recap video showing you 24 new faces that are in FIFA 19 so far. Now these are spanning back since June to now, so it's a big timeline, and we've got a lot of Atletico Madrid players, a lot of PSG players as well, and then some random ones from Manchester City and stuff like that. So we've got a lot to cover, and if you do enjoy these type of videos, make sure you leave a like. Let's get to 300 likes on the video, and if you're new around here, this is the #1 place for player faces on YouTube, so make sure you tap the subscribe button today and the notification bell, and you won't be disappointed. This first face is a brand new face I haven't shown on the channel before, and in one of the Chelsea trailers I saw Bakayoko making a slide tackle. We believe this is Bakayoko despite it being so blurry, but I've tried to enhance the colours so you can sort of see the face. To me it looks like there's a beard on him where the chin is, and there's an updated hairstyle. To me it doesn't look like the generic face. I don't think they would have put a generic face in the trailer. EA usually don't really do that sort of thing. So I believe Bakayoko was going to get a real face. It was about time anyway, because he made the transfer like a year ago now, and usually they don't get updated in the current year game. You have to wait like the next year's game, and now we have reached a stage where this is the next year's game, and these players will get updated now. You can also see the number on his shorts. I think it says 14, but you can clearly see the 1 is on the shorts, and in real life his number is 14 as well, so I think that is definitely Bakayoko, and I think that is a new face for him. And now we move on to some familiar faces, I guess now, but these are faces that were announced about a month ago. I sort of found them through leaks and a few people sent me stuff. But anyway, let's take a look at all the stuff that's been announced in June. And we have the first face today, and that is for Correa. Now Correa was seen in one of them leaked gameplay videos back in June when E3 was on, and you can see him in the lineup there. That's definitely a real face now. The cheeks are more fuller. It looks more like the real life photo than the generic face. The next player with a new face is Savic from Atletico Madrid, and he was found also in one of the leaked screenshots back in June when E3 was on. There's two images on the screen there. You can see the side profile and the front on one. Definitely looks like Savic there. And for those people that play career mode, this guy isn't too bad. His overall rating is 82. His potential is 85, but he's only 27 years old as well, so there's still room to grow. And the only thing is, like, his pace isn't that very good, but the defensive stats are pretty good. We also have a new face for Saul, who plays for Atletico Madrid. You can see on the right a nice clean photo on FIFA 19. This was taken from one of the leaked gameplays last month, where he's got a new face. Obviously it doesn't look like the generic face anymore, and about time as well, because this guy is a quality player. His overall is 84 in the game, but for those people that play career mode, he can grow to a 91. He plays as a centre mid. He's only 23 years old, so he's got a long career ahead of him, and I think this is a quality update. The next update is for Jimenez, who plays for Atletico Madrid as well. We're going to do all the Atletico Madrid player faces first in this video, but on the right was a FIFA 19 trailer or something, and he was featured there. We have seen his face last month when I covered a video about it, but it wasn't a very good picture. He was behind another player. It was very, very blurry, but this one is a better image of him, and you can see that he's definitely a real face now. Now, I think this one is a good update. Lucas Hernandez. He was also featured in a leaked thing last month, but what I'm going to use this guy for is a left back. I think in the World Cup we saw him in the left back position. He did a good job. He can also play centre back according to FIFA, but his overall rating at the moment is 79, but he grows to an 89. So it's very hard for me personally to find real faces left backs that are pretty cheap, and I think now with the inclusion of Lucas Hernandez, he will definitely be a player that I consider, because he's very young still. He's only 22 as well, so this guy is going to be one of the FIFA 19 career mode hidden gems, I reckon. We have a new face for Thomas Partey as well. You can take a look with the arrow there on the screen. That points to his face. It looks like the real deal now, which is very, very nice. This guy is a CDM. Overall rating is 80, but 86 potential, so I think he'll be a good quality CDM. So if you're looking for a good CDM with a real face in FIFA 19, I think this guy should be on your shortlist. So we're done with the Atletico Madrid players. I think that leaves most of the team now with a real face, which is really, really cool. And now we move on to the PSG players. Now these were leaks from June as well, and there was one gameplay vid that showed these kinds of faces. But the first player today is Lo Celso, and you can see on the right his new face. Looks very, very nice. I've never used this guy personally on career mode, but judging from his stats, he looks like an all-rounder. He doesn't really have stats that are fantastic. He's just basically like green in all sectors, so that's not too bad. He's just an all-rounder. The next PSG player with a new face is Roberto. Now this one is a little bit of a funny one, because there's some images that make him look really good. There's some that make him look really bad. You can see on the screen that this one from June makes him look really, really nice. Like, it looks like a scanned face. it's the angle, I don't know. But when I take a look at this photo, it looks like a totally different person. I mean, it looks like AJ Styles. It doesn't even look like Rabiot. So I don't know which one is the real face, which one isn't. I don't know what's going on with this guy's face, but hopefully it's a bit better than what we see currently. It would be a bit of a shame if we get that face in the game. I mean, that doesn't even look like him. That belongs in like WWE 2K19 or something. We have a Real Madrid player that gets a new face, and that is Lucas Vazquez. And his face was seen in one of the E3 trailers in June. And not really a big one for me, but I guess it's good in terms of getting more faces into the game. And of course, Asensio and Casemiro were updated recently in the World Cup update, so I think EA are just finishing off the other players, similar to what they did with Atletico Madrid, where most of the team now has real faces. I think they're going to do that with Real Madrid as well. Now, we have seen a lot of PSG players get updates, and Neymar is also getting an update. This guy was seen back in June with this new face. It was one of the gameplays. And you can see on the right that he looks much better now than the left one. The FIFA 18 one wasn't bad, but it wasn't 100% accurate. I think this one looks much better. Could be even a scan. You can see between FIFA 18 and FIFA 19 there's an updated hairstyle. Even a bit more of a beard there. More tattoos around the neck. So overall, I think a nice update. Neymar is one of the best players in the world and in the game. So I'll always welcome an update for him. We have a new face update for Areola. He's one of the main reserve goalkeepers for PSG. I mean, they've got Buffon, they've got Kevin Trapp. Areola's probably not going to get much game time this season, but still, they've updated his face, which is nice. Now, it's a little bit blurry, so it's very hard to see, but Tio_Omar reckons that is Areola, and that's a shaved head now for him. He does sort of have a shaved head, but until we get better images, that's the best thing we've got to work with at the moment. Now, some people say that Mbappe does look different. If you watch the latest gameplay trailer from the other day, you could see Mbappe in one of them. He does look a little bit different around the hair. I can agree to that, but I still think there's not enough evidence to say that he did get a face update. Of course, I would be happy to see it, but I just don't think at the moment there's enough evidence to really confirm it. So we have the return of Tarzan. You guys seem to like that one, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, Cavani did get a new face. You could see it in one of the gameplay trailers as well. And he does have new hair, which looks pretty nice. It looks more realistic. Definitely that old FIFA 18 face looked more like Tarzan than Cavani. So, yeah, nice change there. And here is a nice photo of Oblak to really solidify the fact that he has a new face. And that's the best picture we have of him at the moment. And it's from FIFA 19, one of the trailers. And, yeah, one of the best highly rated goalkeepers in the game without a real face now has a real face. So this is very good news. Now, some people say it is a real face, some people don't. It's Goretzka. He was seen in one of the trailers as well, and he appears to look different than his generic FIFA 18 face, so I do think there is an element to this where it could be a real face, but the problem is there is a 442 magazine article that they went and played FIFA 19 and they said that Goretzka was a generic face, so I don't know if maybe their build of the game didn't have Goretzka with the real face and this trailer is more updated, but for me, that looks like a real face. It doesn't look like the generic face anymore. And especially if you take a look at the side profile image, I think the nose looks the same, even the head shape. So I think this is a real face, but we'll have to wait and see. A few days ago, we also saw the face update for Davinson Sanchez, who plays for Spurs. And even though we've got the back of the head as the only evidence, there is an article by 442 magazine that they went and tested FIFA 19, and they confirmed that Davinson Sanchez and Serge Aurier got face updates in FIFA 19, which is a good thing for the Spurs fans. We have a new face for Iborra, who plays for Leicester City. His face was spotted in one of the gameplay trailers. I know it's very, very hard to tell because everything is blurry, but that is the best image we have of him at the moment. And I think if you look at the hairline closely, you can see that it's different to the generic one and it matches more of the real life photo. But once again, once I get a better image, I will put it on the screen. At the moment, that's the best thing I've got to work with. He hasn't really got phenomenal stats. He's more just like a player that does the job, I guess. So we have a big face update here for Sergio Ramos. And the image is a little bit blurry, but you can still see the face decent enough. In FIFA 18, he does have a real face, but I still think it's not the best. I think the FIFA 19 one is more accurate now. Even with that blurry image, I still think it looks better than what FIFA 18 is offering. So I think it'll look really good once we see it in the game in HD. The next face update is Benjamin Mendy. He signed for Manchester City last year, but you know we had to wait an extra year to get his real face. Finally, the time has come and the real face is there. It looks pretty nice. I mean, I wish we had a better photo, but that's the best one so far. It was from the Europa League gameplay. And I'm excited because this guy has some very good stats in career mode. His potential goes up to an 87. So another good left back with a real face now. And the next Man City face update is for Laporte. Now, Laporte already had a real face in FIFA 18, but it has been updated a little for FIFA 19. The FIFA 19 image was found with the Europa League gameplay that came out 2 days ago. We haven't got a good front-on photo. It wasn't possible in the gameplay, but we do have some clear side profile ones, and one of them is what you can see on the screen on your right. And obviously the FIFA 18 one wasn't too bad, but the FIFA 19 one looks more polished. They've updated the hair a bit. If you take a look at the side of his head, you can see it more shaved now. And I think this is a nice little face update, considering Laporte is a very good career mode player. His potential goes up to an 88, so pretty good for a young centre-back. We have a Manchester City new face, and that is for Danilo. But I've zoomed in this picture a lot. It's from the Europa League gameplay that was shown a few days ago. The front-on one looks like the generic photo, so it's not really a good piece of evidence, but the side profile image is much better. You can see differences with the nose and the head shape as well. It matches more of the real life one, so a decent little update there, but we still have 2 more new faces to take a look at. We have 2 Manchester United players to take a look at. The first one today is Lindelof, and he signed with United last season, but you know, we had to wait an extra year, so now we get his face, and it looks pretty good. I'm excited as well because this guy is a young player. He has a potential of 85 in FIFA 18 career mode. I think that will increase in FIFA 19. Hopefully this guy can do well in real life as well. I am a United fan, so I do wish this guy all the best. But yeah, I'm excited. It's a good update. Finally, we come to Mr. Pogba from Manchester United, and the main difference here is the hair. You can see that it's longer now in the FIFA 19 image on the right. He's also got a strip of blonde, I think. And people have been complaining, saying that he's gone back to the shaved head now. And of course, whenever EA updates this guy's face, it's going to be outdated straight away because this guy changes hairstyles almost every week. So no matter what they do, it's always going to be outdated. So those are all the new faces found in FIFA 19 so far. I hope you did enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a like for me. If you want to watch another video, tap the thumbnail on your screen right now. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, tap the VK icon so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you next time.